Hello guys, welcome back to LR Anime. Guys, please like the video and subscribe to my channel. Today is explanation of Flame Emperor episode number 553 based on novel. So let's start. Reincarnation at sea. In January, several women also woke up one after another from their closed-door insights. Although the soaring strength within the body is enviable, the reincarnation aura contained in it is too mysterious, making it impossible for everyone to completely control such a huge power in a short period of time. It takes a long time to understand. Shortly after the women woke up, the tide of energy in the sea of reincarnation dispersed, and Xiao Yang also successfully broke through to the peak of the 8th level reincarnation. As for the order in the sea of reincarnation, the elder Xiao Yang took action, and now he is still maintaining traces of quietness. Let's go. With a long sigh, Xiao Yang's voice suddenly stepped out of the void, and immediately looked at the huge lineup around him with a smile on his face. Zuna and 4 daughters, plus the 4 big men who have just awakened, the current lineup is probably enough to sweep the countless peak forces in the Dakian world, and this is also the real background of the evil against the peak forces in the Dakian world. In 1 month, Xiao Yang completely refined the will of reincarnation after the fall. With the addition of the blood of the 100-footed evil emperor, his strength also completely broke through to the realm of the original Saint Yuan Lord. It is above the peak of the 8-fold reincarnation order, and has not yet touched the threshold of the 9-fold reincarnation order. However, now Xiao Yang's strength and combat power have undergone tremendous changes, and I am afraid that he will be able to deal with it with ease when he encounters a half-step 9th-level reincarnation rank again. It's just that for the so-called 9-layered reincarnation threshold, even the Great Elder can't help Xiao Yang. The whole way of reincarnation is different and needs to be explored on his own. Go! For a time, everyone slowly sank into the void and returned to the headquarters of the Endless Flame Alliance. This breath, is it successful? When the aura of everyone just appeared within 1,000 miles of the Endless Flame Alliance, a slightly mysterious purple flame suddenly released a hot wave from the boundless void. The purple flame is full of very powerful fluctuations. These things are obviously done by Yaroji, and the purpose is naturally to protect the headquarters of the Endless Flame Alliance. After all, the scourge of all-out war, the forces sent from outside the territory to attack Dakian should not be underestimated. Yaroji's strength is really unfathomable. The first elder Xiao Yang felt this long-lost aura, and immediately gave a hearty voice. The Quasi-9 reincarnation hierarchy, combined with Yaoji's unique witchcraft power, has also reached an appalling level. Peng! The purple flames retreated from the void little by little, and a purple fire path appeared out of thin air, allowing Xiao Yang and others to step into the endless fire domain smoothly. Otherwise, the sorcery flame seal and lock carefully arranged by the Quasi-9 reincarnation level powerhouse, I am afraid that the ordinary powerhouse will break through into the endless fire domain. After the end of the total catastrophe, the respective regions of the Endless Flame Alliance have rectified their strengths, and their respective high-level officials have gathered in the Endless Altar, waiting for the return of the Alliance leader and the adults. Everyone, please, I'll be waiting for you now. When Xiao Yang and the others had just broken through the void of the Endless Fire territory and reached the outside world of the Endless Fire territory, a middle-aged man appeared out of thin air in front of everyone, and looked at the group of figures with a smile, and there was a touch of loving father in his eyes. The look flickered. Lord of Soul Eater. Teacher, please. Xiao Yang and the others set off together and suddenly swept towards the Endless Altar. At this time, on the Endless Altar, figures with slightly solemn expressions and joyful expressions sat cross-legged. The Demon Emperor of the Demon World, Xuani. Heavenly Chang'e is crowned Xia Yueshi and other high-level officials. Lord Xiao has worked **** this trip. Seeing Xiao Yang's safe return, the hearts of many high-level executives also had an indescribable sense of joy, especially seeing the looming terrifying existences of the 4 behind Xiao Yang. The joy in their hearts could not be added. In the early days of this catastrophe, they joined the Endless Flame Alliance, which was undoubtedly their most sensible decision. You old man, you have really succeeded in reincarnation, and you have even stepped into this realm. Among the crowd, Yaroji, who was sitting in the first place, looked at Xiao Yang with a rare smile on her face. A faint look of envy and surprise flashed in her purple eyes, and she stared at Xiao Yang with all her attention. Hey! Being stared at by many high-level executives of the Endless Flame Alliance for a while, Xiao Yang could only helplessly spread his hands and laugh. After all, he had just succeeded in reincarnation, and his strength had not yet fully recovered. If you're polite, you'll be spared. Now, I'm afraid you all know better than me. After waiting for a while, Xiao Yang also jumped over to welcome Xiao Yang and the others above the first place. Seeing that many high-level officials gathered now, he changed the topic. The catastrophe came to an end, and the strength of Kaelin and Yunyun also entered the eightfold reincarnation level as a matter of course. Therefore, the improvement of strength is rapid. We're just old and rude, and we don't understand this at all. In a word from Alliance Master Xiao, the underworld saves the Xiao clan in a battle, and all the people in the demon world will follow the command. You tell us to go east, we will never go west. At this time, Xuani was also full of admiration for Xiao Yang. Who would have thought that a guy who could easily be crushed to death in the past would grow at an outrageous speed now, but after the catastrophe in the demon world, the king of beasts and the little maid generally follow the girl around him, and the two seem to be heading to some mysterious place. I went to the place where I went, so I didn't come to the endless fire territory with the high level of the demon world. The reincarnation of Master Lei's master and apprentice has not yet succeeded, and the ghost world is temporarily represented by me. If we start the battle of the underworld, we in the ghost world will also invest in all the ghost world creatures to fight for life and death. The hearty laughter of Soul Eater echoed on the endless altar. Although the latter's current strength is not strong, but such words fell in Xiao Yang's ears, but at this time, there was quite a sense of grief in Xiao Yang's heart. Since breaking through to this great world, it is still this loving figure in front of him, pulling himself little by little. It can be said without hesitation that the master of Soul Eater is undoubtedly Xiao Yang's other Yarrow Larrow in the Great Thousand World. My demon world is also willing to dedicate all the power of my demon world to this. The Fire Elves. Spirit Swallowing King. For a time a monstrous fighting spirit filled the entire endless altar. Seniors are serious. The rescue of the Xiao clan in the underworld is of great importance, but now it is necessary to guard against evil clans outside the territory, and they must not come out of their nests. And among them, the position of the Angel Kingdom and the center of the human world is unclear, and we should not take risks. In this regard, I would like to hear what a few seniors think. The next moment, Xiao Yang, who knew that many high-level executives of the Endless Flame Alliance had already been united, sneered, and immediately turned his attention to Yang Luo, the elder Xiao Yang, Yarrow Ji, and others. Among the powerhouses in the field, I am afraid that no one knows the affairs of the Xiao clan better than these guys. Especially the so-called entrance to the underworld exists in the ghost world, which may have a lot of connections. I don't know much about the underworld. After all, before the end of the First World War, I fell into a deep sleep in reincarnation. In the end, the Xiao family declined or even disappeared. I don't know the specifics. Seeing everyone's impatient gaze, Elder Xiao Yang also spoke lightly. Regarding this matter, the powerhouses such as Yama of the 10th Palace, Feng Wana, and King Yaoji of Swallowing Spirit also looked at each other, which was obviously true. But I don't recommend going to the underworld for rescue at this time. The two superpowers in the center of the human world, the Kingdom of Angels, both control the power to destroy the sky and destroy the earth. Now their situation is unclear. If we make a rash move, once we are besieged by them and the evil tribes outside the territory, I am afraid it will not be worth the loss. The most important thing, my strength is different from ordinary reincarnation, and it will take some time to fully recover. When I recover completely, cooperate with Lei Master's Awakening, and Yarrow Ji, nearly 3 9th level reincarnation level powerhouses lead the team, is the best time to enter the underworld. Elder Xiao Yang pondered for a while, and then expressed his concerns. This kind of approach is undoubtedly the safest. After all, the underworld has too many things and forces involved. If you go there rashly, it is very easy to trap the strong Xiao clan in a dangerous place if you don't handle it properly. What the first elder said is very true. The recovery of power is not easy in the ninefold reincarnation hierarchy. And according to the Lord of Soul Eater, the reincarnation of Master Lei's master and apprentice has been loosened, and I am afraid that the reincarnation will be successful soon. Yaroji also agrees with this. There seems to be something strange in the underworld. The existence of that kind of thing hinders the attack and exploration of the Angel Kingdom and the center of the human world. If we can't solve this obstacle, I'm afraid. After a while, Yama of the 10th Hall and King Swallowing Spirit spoke at the same time. Obviously, they still have a lot of knowledge about the underworld. Dark matter. With me, there's nothing to worry about. After hesitating for a while, Xiao Yang decided to give everyone a reassurance. The existence of the power of the devil makes it impossible for the dark matter to cause any hindrance to it. After all, the power of the devil seems to originate from the underworld. That's good. Everyone, go back to rectify the forces first. The day of the real decisive battle is not far away. During the conversation, He also made a decision to keep the same, Xiao Yang just said. For a while, the meeting that gathered the top executives of the Endless Flame Alliance quietly came to an end. That night. The night is already deep, and the breeze blows the Buddha, making the moonlight soft and beautiful. Elder, are you looking for me? At this time, in a quiet courtyard in the Endless Fire territory, Xiao Yang quietly pushed open the door and looked at the elder Xiao Yang who was sitting on it, now drinking fine wine alone. Sit down. I came to you, of course I have something important to do. Xiao Yang raised the wine glass like raw jade and drank it. Immediately, a fiery red energy barrier spread out from his body, and he easily sheltered the entire courtyard tightly. The terrifying fluctuations contained in the barrier, it is not something that ordinary strong people can crack. What advice does the senior have? Seeing this, Xiao Yang also raised his glass and drank it together, thinking quickly in his heart. The weapon of the Holy King, the ruler of the gods, should be in your hands, right? After the enchantment completely enveloped this place, Xiao Yang's facial expression suddenly condensed slightly, and he said in a low voice. Xiao Yang did not respond, but his eyes suddenly filled with doubts. The matter of Xiao Qianyuan receiving the Yangshan cauldron at the beginning made Xiao Yang extremely vigilant about foreign objects in his heart, and the execution of the godly ruler was a very important matter, and he could not tolerate the slightest sloppiness. This is the birthmark of the Xiao family, which cannot be forged. With its proof, you should know that I am the real Xiao Yang. If you don't believe my identity, just check. Seeing Xiao Yang who was unmoved, the first elder was also surging, and the Xiao clan pattern on the eyebrows fell off instantly and flew towards Xiao Yang. Such important clan lines fall off at will, I am afraid that such a big man can be so casual. It is indeed my Xiao clan pattern. This thing cannot be faked. After 3 confirmations, Xiao Yang slowly took out the God Execution Ruler. The Execution Ruler is indeed in my hands, but now it is only a semi-finished product, and its power is not as strong as before. With my strength, I have only completed the first stage of tempering. According to the information I have obtained, I wanted to complete the second stage of tempering. There must be a strong person with strength above the 9 reincarnation rank. Please forgive the vigilance of the younger generation, the elders, after all, this matter is of great importance. After some remarks, Xiao Yang also smiled bitterly. Xiao Qianyuan's affairs made Xiao Yang vigilant about many things around him. After all, judging from some obscure traces at that time, Xiao Qianyuan's fall seems to be the poison of someone close to him. Of course, there is no evidence. These are all speculations by Xiao Yang alone, but caution is essential. It's okay. Calling you at this time, I really have something to say. After tonight, I need to go out to restore my peak strength. I will take away the ruler of the gods and successfully repair it. This will be an indispensable strength in our battle in the underworld. And you need to go to the Dragon Clan to help the Golden Dragon King resolve the Dragon Clan's civil strife. At that time, with the help of our 3 9-level reincarnation level powerhouses and the Dragon Clan, we will only be able to increase our calculations for a victory in the underworld. Elder Xiao Yang spoke lightly, as if he had already made up his mind. He knows that once the battle of the underworld begins, I am afraid that the powerhouses that the Endless Flame Alliance will face will be the 3 major forces outside the realm, the center of the human world, and even the kingdom of Angel. The 3 major forces alone will definitely not be a fuel-efficient lamp. If they are united, they will easily put the Endless Flame Alliance to death. Xiao Yang did not answer. The power of the God Execution Ruler and the Devil are now his 2 major killers. If the God Execution Ruler is taken away by the elder Xiao Yang and goes to the Dragon Clan by himself, it may be very difficult. But if this is not the case, the future battle of the underworld will become much more difficult. On the one hand, there is the Golden Dragon King who has the grace to know him, on the other hand, there is the mystery of the family, which makes Xiao Yang's mind slightly heavy for a while. Now that you are at the peak of the 8th level reincarnation, entering the 9th level reincarnation is just around the corner, but you are missing a chance to touch the threshold of the 9th level reincarnation. The trip to the Dragon family is a must. This thing, given to you, can be regarded as compensation for you. With it, the trip to the Dragon family will be much more convenient. While speaking, a fiery red flame suddenly appeared in front of Xiao Yang. He stretched out his hand slightly, and a fierce burning sensation was transmitted from the palm of his hand, as if there was some kind of terrifying burning aura that was not inferior to the holy flame. What is this? Based on Xiao Yang's current perception, he could not find the mystery of this thing after some investigation, so he carefully dragged the flame with his palm to change groups and asked. A quasi-god level fire attribute fighting skill. Facing Xiao Yang's astonished appearance, the first elder did not seem surprised, and spoke in a very silent tone. Quasi-god rank. Hearing the understatement of the first elder, Xiao Yang's eyelids twitched violently. The powerhouse of the 9-layer reincarnation has already surpassed the heavens and the earth, and only this fighting skill can cause substantial damage to it. In the face of this powerhouse, even if you cast 2 demigods, fighting skills are inevitably inferior. In combination with the power of many holy flames in your body, it should be enough to display quasi-god fighting skills. After all, in this world, not everyone can perform this kind of fighting skills without paying any price like you. Elder Xiao Yang's eyes were full of envy, staring at Xiao Yang. Hearing the words of the great elder, combined with the previous experience of fighting against the evil emperor with 100 feet, it seems not unreasonable. Hey, great elder, since you are so generous, I wonder if you have real magic in your hands. If we have magical skills, we will probably have an extra trump card in our future trip to the underworld. At this moment, Xiao Yang hurriedly and carefully introduced it into his body, and his eyes were filled with extreme fiery questions. The first elder of the Xiao clan, the original strength of the 9-layer reincarnation, such an identity and strength, even if it was placed in the First World War, among the Xiao clan with a prominent position, the resources in his hands are probably not the same. Ordinary people can imagine. Divine magic. God-level fighting skills. Seeing Xiao Yang's scorching gaze, the great elder couldn't help shaking his head and sighing with a look of pity. The first race is so powerful that there is no magic. Xiao Yang couldn't help feeling a little disappointed. Of course there is. Looking at Xiao Yang with a depressed face, the first elder laughed maliciously, and there was even a lot of danger in that smile. What is magic? Under the fighting god, are all ants. Xiao Yang's eyes moved slightly. This thing, the world is so big, it's not out of 10. There are also 3 major forces in the center of the human world, the kingdom of angels and the outside world. But this thing is immeasurable, and I can't give it to you, because no human being can use this kind of thing alone, even the strength of the peak of the 9-layer reincarnation. Xiao Yang's voice suddenly became serious. Obviously, the secrets so close to heaven and earth are known only to the powerhouses like him who have touched the peak. No one can do it. Then why did it appear? Xiao Yang was at a loss for a while, unable to imagine the destructive power this kind of thing contained. I don't know much about this kind of thing, I can only tell you. Once the last angel queen, 11 purple wings, and the peak strength of the 9-fold reincarnation, with the blessing of the angel's holy soul and the angel's scepter, the blessing of the angel and the blessing of countless divine powers were displayed, and the last child of light was used. A magic trick. The curse of divine light. That magical technique caused the death of the 3 knights Jin Yarrow who were able to fight against the slaughter angels in the knights who were originally fighting against the slaughter angels, and then cursed countless knights in the kingdom of angels. If you add a body, you will not be able to break through to the 9th level in your entire life. Divine magic, that is a symbol of disaster and destruction. At least in the records, it is described in this way, and in my experience, I have not witnessed the advent of divine arts with my own eyes. The great elder seems to be trying hard to recall some past events that he doesn't want to remember. The last angel queen, the son of light. The knights of the angel kingdom seem to be loyal to them. Why do they kill each other like this? At this moment, many questions also troubled Xiao Yang. The specific reason, I don't know. But I'm afraid this matter has nothing to do with the killing angel Lucifer. The great elder's voice became solemn again. This matter is not something you can handle yet. Concentrate on the current affairs, your potential and talent. You can't say the final battle of heaven and earth, and you have to rely on you. It seems that he realized that what he said was excessive, and the elder hurriedly stopped. Junior takes orders. Xiao Yang nodded. You still need to retreat for a few days, waiting for you to master the know-how of this quasi-god level fighting skill and leave here again. For the trip to the Dragon Clan, be sure to bring Yunyun and Kaylin with you. Remember, no one but you should mention my departure. Your vigilance is correct. There seems to be some kind of ethereal aura in this world, staring at us all the time. Okay. The voice fell, and calm was restored here. For the next few days, Xiao Yang has been secluded, secretly exploring this quasi-god level fighting skill. As for the great elder, there is an energy phantom who stays in the courtyard all day to meditate, undisturbed. As for the other figures, they are busy. 3 days later, the Endless Fire territory was next to the space passage leading to the Phoenix clan's new residence. For this trip to the Dragon Clan, I can wait for the 4 of them to go. The Order of the Endless Flame Alliance also needs to trouble Her Majesty Yaroji and a few ladies. Standing beside the space passage, Xiao Yang looked at Yaroji and Zuna in front of him, and said solemnly, "Don't worry, we will maintain the Endless Flame Alliance during this trip. When you come back, you will be in the underworld." Zuna and Mu Yingying looked at each other, and then nodded obediently. "In that case, let's go." The entrance to the Dragon Clan requires the guidance of the Patriarch of the Phoenix Clan. 9 Profound Fire Lord, please. As soon as the words fell, Xiao Yang, Kaylin, Yunyun, Hell Demon Dragon, and the 9 Profound Fire Lords rushed into the space passage and headed towards the new residence of the Phoenix Clan. "Your Majesty Yaoji, the 2 mistresses. Recently, there has been a lot of turmoil, and it seems to be about Lord Lei." Just as Xiao Yang had just left, some guards in charge of intelligence hurried over from behind. "Now that the Endless Flame Alliance is united, we can't let those who are interested take advantage of it. To completely seal the rumors, lock them up, and let the Endless Flame Alliance Pill Hall prepare high-level pills. Waiting for the return of Alliance Master Xiao is the time for a decisive battle in the underworld." "Yes, Your Majesty." Looking at Yaroji's attitude, the guards could only quietly hide. "Your Majesty, according to the information I have received, these rumors seem to be spread from the Holy Light Holy Sea, the strongest under the Kingdom of Angels. Could there be some unknown secret?" Since Mu Yingying recognized Yaroji as her mother, she has obeyed the latter's words and language, but Zuna's keen sense of smell also felt that something was not right. Master Lei and his disciples have always been in retreat. Why would anyone try to slander Lei Master with such inferior rumors? "Girl, Master Lei and his apprentice are in retreat and reincarnation. The rumors from the outside world are just passing away with the wind. Now our primary task is to gather strength and wait for the trip to the underworld." Yep. For a while, Zuna also forgot about this matter. After all, they gained the power of reincarnation. Their mistresses did not want to be a drag on Xiao Yang. In the next time, they would all retreat to comprehend reincarnation and improve their combat effectiveness. Best time. When Xiao Yang and the 5 rushed to the Phoenix Clan's new residence, the Phoenix Clan's vitality also recovered from the original catastrophe. The core of the Phoenix family's new residence, at the place of the ancient Phoenix tree. Today's ancient Phoenix tree is filled with a lot of pure power, and its shape is even more huge. It is accompanied by countless shadows of phoenixes and beautiful wooden houses. These are naturally used to give strength to the Phoenix family. It is a place where people with prominent identities live. After all, the Phoenix family has a noble temperament and lives on the ancient sycamore tree, which is undoubtedly the best place to belong. Xiao Yang. Can he really successfully save the situation in the Sea of Samsara? After so many years of misunderstanding, what if I see him again? At this moment, Feng Luani, the patriarch of the Phoenix clan, is living in a wooden house. In the past, the queen who was dedicated to protecting the Phoenix clan has become sentimental at this moment. Her beautiful eyes slowly pass through the endless void, as if she is waiting for something. Joy and anxiety are mixed in my heart, 5 flavors of miscellaneous grains. After the previous catastrophe and Xiao Yang, her state of mind slowly changed dramatically. Patriarch, all the new buildings have been cast. As long as you spread the breath of the Phoenix flames into this forest, this place will be transformed into our new former residence. I believe that under your rule, it won't be long before our Phoenix family will return to its former glory. The next moment, long voices from outside the wooden house broke Feng Luani's thoughts. After all, except for the patriarch, the rest of the people were busy waiting. Yep, got it. Hearing this, Feng Luani stood up abruptly and put away the thoughts in her mind for a while, but now the latter is dressed in a very delicate and elegant way, like a noble and beautiful after a big wedding. Let's go. Feng Luani pushed aside the wooden house and just walked a few steps. The space under the plane tree suddenly surged violently, and an extremely powerful breath came one after another. There are enemies. Quick, be alert. Aware of the powerful aura that suddenly emerged from the ancient sycamore tree, the elders who followed Feng Luani had solemn expressions on their faces. This powerful aura was definitely not an ordinary person. Could it be that their Phoenix family just survived the catastrophe, and now they have to experience it again? Heaven is going to kill the Phoenix family. This breath. Feng Luani's beautiful eyes wrinkled, as if she was familiar with the sudden aura below. The void surged, and after a while, it turned into several figures and appeared here. The void here is much more stable than the last time we came here. The skilled craftsmen in the Phoenix family are truly terrifying. As soon as he arrived here, Xiao Yang's huge soul force noticed some subtle changes in the void. Obviously, these were the credits of the strong Phoenix family. When she saw Xiao Yang, Feng Luani's eyes wrinkled, but her eyes turned slightly. After seeing the figure of the handsome man behind Xiao Yang, the highly prestigious patriarch of the Phoenix family trembled instinctively. The jade hand suddenly raised to cover the lips and teeth. The beautiful eyes were filled with a touch of crystal-clear tears. I don't know whether it was fear or joy, forcibly restrained the sound of choking, and covered the fork of the ancient Chinese parasol tree. The scene in front of me was too illusory as a dream, and I couldn't imagine it at all in the past. Bold. Zhu Xianhuazhu, do you still have the face to step into the new homeland of my Phoenix family? When looking at the man beside Xiao Yang, several ordinary elders beside Feng Luani suddenly spoke up, and their expressions were filled with endless anger. This person is now the high-ranking member of my endless flame alliance. Xiao Yang smiled faintly, and it is not easy to intervene in the next thing, but he believes that this nine profound fire lord is not a general person. Luan, Yi. In the same way, after seeing Feng Luani trembling on the ancient Chinese parasol tree, the smile on his face disappeared instantly, and a feeling of surprise poured into his heart. Patriarch, you. It seems that they sensed the abnormality on Feng Luani's body, and several elders also had some disturbed thoughts. After all, the senior elders of the Phoenix family are now distributed in the void to stabilize the void, and only these few an ordinary elder. I am afraid it is difficult to shake the patriarch's every move. The position of the patriarch of the Phoenix clan should be returned to you. After hesitating for a moment, Feng Luani let out a light sigh of relief, her delicate body surging, and she instantly fell into the arms of the Zhu Xianhuazhu. It felt like a child who had been away from home for a long time suddenly saw a loved one weeping with joy. What? Looking at the arrogant attitude of the Phoenix patriarch, not only the elders around him looked at each other in dismay, but even Xiao Yang and the others in the distance were quite surprised. Cough, you. You can't be so willful. Now that I'm back, I'll always be by your side. Let it pass. I promise to get to the bottom of the investigation of the Phoenix family and return the truth to the Phoenix family. After some warm-hearted inquiries, Zhu Xianhuazhu also walked with Feng Luani, and the two of them, holding hands, looking so intimate that Yun, who was originally silent in nature, was somewhat envious. This time, I would like to thank Alliance leader Xiao. After a commotion, the nine profound fire lord looked at Xiao Yang with a smile on his face. It's okay. By the way, we came this time to find the entrance to the location of the Dragon Clan. Even if I have already controlled the entrance to the location of the Dragon Clan, I can't step into the passage. Seniors know, why is this? After the misunderstanding between the two was resolved, Xiao Yang also asked. This is natural. You need a token to enter the Dragon family, even if you have the power of the Golden Dragon King. Now that the world is huge, I am afraid that apart from the 9 Dragon Kings, I am the only one who can help you step into that passage. Tear. While speaking, Feng Luani swung her jade hand, and a drop of pink blood poured out from her fingertips, which immediately turned into a shadow of a phoenix. As soon as the shadow of the phoenix appeared, his whole body trembled, and in an instant, countless phoenix feathers scattered, and in the void in front of everyone built an exclusive space channel. Senior, just stay here. I believe the Phoenix family needs you more than we do. The passage has been revealed, but seeing the gestures of Zhu Xianhuazhu and Feng Luani, Xiao Yang shook his head helplessly. How does this work? While speaking, the Zhu Xianhua master waved his hand and directly sent Xiao Yang and the others into the spacetime passage. This ignorant guy. Stepping into the spacetime passage, the ***** dragon couldn't help but curse it secretly, but just after he finished speaking, he noticed 2 icy eyes were cast towards him, and he hurriedly shut up. At this point, the group of 4 went through Feng Luani's guidance in such a strange atmosphere, and swept towards the entrance of the Dragon Clan space. The void leading to the position of the Dragon family is slightly dark, and there is no trace of attribute energy in the entire void. Here, the power in everyone's body has been restricted a lot by coincidence, and it can be seen that the void here is stronger than any place before. I can't think of the space leading to the location of the Dragon family, and it's so obscure. Seeing such an ancient and strange passage, Xiao Yang also nodded his head with a feeling. When Feng Wana and Han Tianhao went out to investigate the location of the Dragon Clan, they had already found the specific location of this space. Unfortunately, in the long years to come, many high-level officials of the Endless Flame Alliance took action, and no one was able to step into it. It seems that their power is easily thrown away by the power in the space here, so there is a trip to the Phoenix family. In the void, everyone had the phoenix feathers on their bodies, although the journey was quite smooth, but the time required along the way was naturally not cheap. After all, the length of this passage was secretly tongue-in-cheek. Along the way, the Hell Demon Dragon opened its huge dragon body and rode the three of Xiao Yang. As for the two women, they were silently surrounding Xiao Yang. This trip to the Dragon Clan might not be an easy one. The Dragon Clan and the Phoenix Clan have been the real overlords in this world since ancient times. According to some memories of the 10-colored sky-swallowing python, the relationship between the two super races was very good at first, and the Dragon and Phoenix Clan lived together, but later because of the heaven and earth during the war and other matters, there were some differences between the two clans, and they were scattered. The Dragon Clan and the Phoenix Clan have also been independent since then. However, the location space of the Dragon Clan was originally made by two strong races, so if you want to step into this place, the strength of the Dragon Clan and the Phoenix Clan is not enough. This space leading to the Dragon Clan is mostly filled with forces that humans cannot understand and contend with. If it is not under the leadership of the 9 Dragon Kings or the protection of the power of the Phoenix Clan, ordinary people, let alone finding their position, are lucky. If you step into it, I am afraid that you will be crushed by the power of that space in an instant. After a while, Kaylin's indifferent eyes flickered slightly, explaining some very hidden things. The Dragon Clan and the Phoenix Clan, there are still such obscure things between the two. Listening to Cai Lin's opening, Yoon Yoon's quiet eyes flashed with surprise. However, in the depths of the eyes, there is more of a touch of melancholy. I wonder if this trip to the Dragon Clan will be able to use the power of the 9 Dragon Kings to find the road to the Flower God. At the time of the total catastrophe, I cooperated with Yuaru from the heavens, and both of them found a piece of illusory news about the god's residence, so their strength skyrocketed a lot, but after some confirmation, they found that it was not the real god's residence. So we can only pin our hopes on the giant races like the dragon race, which despise everything. With the Golden Dragon King's penetrating wrist, she may know some clues, but if she can find that kind of power, it may be enough to solve Xiao Yang's worries. This is what she thought. Lord, be careful. The phoenix feathers on us began to shake, and the front should be our purpose here. Just as the 3 people on the dragon's body kept talking about the 2 races, the vigilant voice of the ***** dragon suddenly came out. Boom. Before Xiao Yang and the others could respond, a huge roar in the void resounded through this dead silent world. After a while, a magnificent scene that stunned everyone came into view. At the end of the void, there is a huge white space, and there is only a towering mountain range in the space, blocking everyone's way out of thin air. The entire body of this mountain range was white, and a faint white dust was like a grain of sand laying in the void. Even at a long distance, Xiao Yang could smell a threatening aura from it. What is this? At this moment, even with the memory of the 10-colored sky-swallowing python in Kaylin's body and the inheritance of the flower god in Yunyun's body, they are very at a loss for this scene. This mountain seems to be a bit like Dragon Mountain. Looking at the scene in front of him, the demon dragon of hell instantly transformed into a human body, constantly turning his eyes to stare at the strange mountain range in front of him. When the hell demon dragon was expelled from the Dragon Clan, it was directly exiled by one of the 9 Dragon Kings, so he didn't know anything about the entrance to the Dragon Clan. Although I don't have any memory of this place, the power of blood in my body seems to tell me vaguely that behind this mountain range is the Dragon Clan station. Immediately, after a brief hesitation, a wave of ecstasy burst out from the eyes of the Hell Demon Dragon. Etc. Just as the Hell Demon Dragon tried to move and walked towards Longshan, Xiao Yang reached out and stopped the latter. Judging from perception, there are countless passages leading in all directions inside this mountain range, and the dust on the ground of the mountain range seems to be filled with a human anger. Even if this anger has been eroded by countless years, it has already become weak. This Dragon Mountain is probably also a place of peerless danger. There are countless passages here, only one is the only passage into the land of the dragon race. If this goes wrong. After a while, Xiao Yang's brows flashed a dignified color. The Dragon Clan's population consciousness is very strong. In addition to not appearing in the Great Thousand World all day long, their strength may be so strong that it is heart-wrenching. Now, the means of concealing the space, I am afraid that there is no one in the entire Great Thousand World can reach. For a time, Cai Lin also shook her head helplessly, as if she couldn't solve the scene in front of her. I'll try. After a while, Xiao Yang could only grit his teeth, and immediately stimulated the dragon blood in his body. The dragon ***** changed, and tried to decipher this mysterious Dragon Mountain and Dragon Road. Break. While speaking, the golden dragon shadow crawled from Xiao Yang's bloodline, and easily got into the Dragon Mountain. After that kind of power entered Longshan, it moved as fast as walking on the ground. Using the power of the Golden Dragon King in the land of the Dragon Clan made Xiao Yang feel a little bit of surprise again. It seems that the original blood essence that the Golden Dragon King sent the Dragon Blood Emperor to give to him was not completely absorbed. Instead, it is like a supreme power, protecting yourself. But think about it, who is the Golden Dragon King? That is known as the strongest among the Dragon Clan, and has the most hope to replace the existence of the Dragon God. Couldn't the latter's life essence and blood be completely absorbed by a mere eightfold reincarnation peak like Xiao Yang? If it was completely absorbed, with Xiao Yang's power, he would have already exploded and died. Follow. Xiao Yang snorted coldly, and then the four of them, led by the Golden Dragon Shadow and the bizarre half-human half-dragon figure, crashed into the legendary place. Dragon Resident. This video will end here.